Hi to each of you from a very cold Norway. I'm really glad to have a chance to update you on things happening with our partners in Kenya. I've kind of felt like Jonah in the Old Testament when God told him to go to Nineveh and preach the gospel to Nineveh to turn them to God, and he refused and he tried to run away. He got on the boat and went into the sea, and then of course the storms came that God sent, and long story short, he was thrown into the water and swallowed by a whale, and for 3 days was in the belly of the whale, and then repented and asked God to forgive him and set his mind to doing what God told him to do in the first place, and then he got a second chance, and so I kind of feel like Jonah in some ways. I know that there's been so much that I've wanted to share about our partners in Kenya and the ministries there, and I've just really not done it, and for a variety of reasons and excuses. And so I was just reading through Jonah's story again. I wanted to share the verses with you. So from Jonah chapter 2, verses 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. It says this. It says, "In my distress I called to the Lord, and he answered me. From the depths of the grave I called for help, and you listened to my cry. The engulfing waters threatened me. The deeps surrounded me. Seaweed was wrapped around my head. To the roots of the mountains I sank down. The earth beneath barred me in forever. But you brought my life up from the pit, O Lord my God. Those who cling to worthless idols forfeit the grace that could be theirs. What I have vowed I will make good. Salvation comes from the Lord." And I was just thinking that that no matter what choices we make and the struggles we have, that God is always there, and he's willing to pull us out and get us out of the miry clay if we just turn to him and surrender to him. And as with anything in life, if we don't take the steps, if we don't put action to our words, it's not going to get done. So things that have been happening over the last many months with Amati and Kakamega, they did a dental clinic a few months ago. It was really special to come to the community. A missionary dentist and his team came and served a lot of people in the community to check teeth and to do some minor work on teeth. That was very special. They also restored a home for a family that got burnt down by fire, and they built a new home for them in the community. With the projects that we've been doing there, they of course got the water tower done, and it's been serving the community with water. People come with their 20-gallon containers. It's been a wonderful gift to be able for people to have fresh water. Electricity has been brought to the community. It's really special how that's come together. That was quite a journey, and it's so neat how God's opened the door for them to bring power to the community for the first time in the history of that community. And they've also been building a guest house on Paul's property there for all the guests who come to visit Amati, because currently people have to stay in a hotel about 45-50 minutes away, and it's really difficult transport and a lot of gas spent to do that. And so to have a guest house on property would save so much money and transport issues. So that's very exciting, and we're continuing to look at land and expand land as we can with Paul, and praying for that agreement to happen. But really cool things happening. Maranatha continues with the 3 schools that they run, and the food programs with lunches for kids that come to school. They try to also continue to grow scholarships for students who need scholarships, and that's been something that they've been trying to do, but of course it just depends on funding. Food and supplies for the needy community in Nairobi and also in Kisii, where Pastor Isaac's from, is really ongoing, and it's I share these things with their needs for food, and it's always an issue, and it's not something to take lightly. Two big projects that we're trying to focus on more now is that Pastor Isaac needs a new car for ministry, and it's not something he's been asking for, but it's something that he's really needed. The car he has and that we've helped him get fixed before is just so old, And then also I mentioned before that they have a natural spring of water there in their community, and they still have not been able to have the funding they need to build storage tanks to help store that water and save it from just running freely. So we want to focus on that project and get that done. Dorcas Ministries, they continue to have the farmland that Pastor Alex manages and runs, and has been really special to help people with food and also to take food to the market to try to sell and bring money in for the ministry. We also help to sponsor one girl is Eunice, that we've been helping her through high school, and that's been going really well. We want to add more students who are looking for scholarships as well. For all three, we were able to do a bonus Christmas gift for each partner, and that has been really cool to see them take. We were able to do $1,500 US, so $500 each, for them to be able to buy food and care packages for families and individuals in need. And in fact, just one additional thing here is with Paul and Amati, they were able to have a big meal on Christmas, feeding over 100 people for that meal. That was really cool. So thanks for taking time to watch the video. I wanted to try to keep it short, and we look forward to hopefully making the next one in the near future. Have a wonderful day, and God bless you.